comes in different varieties. We have the positive side and the negative side of attitude. So when you hear people saying someone is giving them attitude, you might begin to wonder what exactly are they trying to say. So in today's video, I'm going to be dissecting, breaking down, splitting it back to back. What are those attitudes? Now, mind you, these are negative attitudes that stands the chance to ruin your relationship. So if you're in a casual relationship or better still a marital relationship like me, you might want to stay tuned. Trust me, this video is for you. And if you're not yet in a relationship, I think you can learn one or two things from today's video. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Damila. If this is the first time on my channel, you're welcome to the family. Make sure to subscribe by the end of this video and give me a thumbs up. Very, very important and crucial to the success of this channel. Drop a comment in the comment section to I that may stand a chance to win your relationship. As much as you guys want to like make a headway in your relationship life and you don't want to like quit in between the roads, right? And now the question is, when you start up a relationship with a guy, now talking about marital relationships now, what is the purpose? To what end is it? Like, are you guys just testing the waters? Like, do you feel that it is not compulsory that every relationship, now dating relationship, should end in marriage? What do you guys think about this? I'll let you know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. Because for me, I would ask myself, why would you proceed to enter a relationship with an opposite sex when, of course, you're not preempting marriage as the end product? I don't know why, because I begin to wonder when people begin to say that must every relationship turn out to marriage. Well, for me, my question to you would be, why would you be in a relationship when obviously it's not going to lead to a marital end? Because I mean, this life is too fragile. You don't want to just dabble your life into the hands of someone that you're not sure about. So I would most likely not be in a relationship than be in one that I know that is not really going to end in marriage. So without talking too much, today, I'm going to be telling you guys about some of the attitudes that I've discovered that may stand the chance to affect your relationship negatively or ruin your relationship terribly. The first point would be silent treatment. Oh, I know that you are familiar with this particular one. Now, between the male and the female factor, I mean gender, beg your pardon, which of us is quick to practicing this particular negative vibe? Which of us is quick to performing this negative vibe? Are we going to say the male gender or the female gender? Because for me, I think that I don't want to talk. Let me in the comment section down below. Which gender is highly noticeable or notable rather for silent treatment in relationships, whether casual relationships, normal friendships, or marital relationships? So basically, silent treatment is one biggest corruption that destroys the fabrics of every relationship, especially when it's marital one. Even if it's not, because today's video is not basically about marital status and all that, it's just for everyone that is in one relationship or the other. Because believe me, we all are in one relationship or the other, whether casual relationship, could just be friendship, still a relationship. Because everything that ends with ship is a relationship. That's it. So now let's talk about silent treatment. Someone that you love. I'm sorry I'm looking downwards because I actually jotted some points and I don't want to miss words. Someone that you love, silence isn't golden or toxic. In the end, this will break your love relationship. There's a disclaimer to this video. I am not a marriage counselor. I am not a relationship coach. Okay, so I'm just here to just give my own little tiny knowledge about this topic. But I believe that I am in the best position to talk about it because I have once, at one point in my life, practiced this thing called silent treatment. Now we think that we'll get the best results when we actually do what we actually display silent treatment to our spouses or our friends. Whereas we are mistaken because you, in the actual sense, you feel like, oh, you are justified for whatever has gone wrong between you and the other person, and you decide to like keep to yourself and kind of now ignore the other partner, ignore the other person, all in the bid or all in the name of trying to feel that someone cheated you or you are supposed to be apologized to. Why would you go on this particular road? I feel that you are heading towards destruction. I'm sorry to use that word. It feels very tragic and very abrupt. But honestly, silent treatment isn't the best way to actually deal with issues in relationship, whatever relationship it may be. I feel that why don't you just speak out and communicate your mind? Trust me, communication is the bedrock of every relationship. Without proper communication, we are certainly heading for nowhere. Okay, why would I be in a relationship with someone and I can't communicate my mind to you? I mean, you're not a witch. Neither are you what's it called now? A terrorist or a tyrant. So why would I be so scared to communicate my mind to you? So I feel that if you're in a relationship with anyone, whatever relationship it may be, silent treatment shouldn't be your turn out point. It shouldn't be something that you use as a tool to expressing your disappointment or distrust about someone. The best thing you could have done is to open your mouth and talk, right? Yes. So whether you're a male or a female and you have practiced this particular thing at one point or the other in your life, I think it's time for you to ditch this habit. Yes. Please ditch it. Silent treatment ruins relationship rather than amending things. Now the next point is going to be on overthinking. Hmm. Okay, relax. Relax. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm not I'm not a philosopher. I feel like philosophers are the ones that actually do most thinking work. It's not like I enjoy thinking, but sometimes when some things happen, I tend to overthink a lot. Like within a space of seconds, my mind is running and my brain is racing ahead of me, and I'm like, okay, this happened, then this is likely to happen after this and this and this and that. And God, I'm telling you that overthinking can actually ruin things. Like trust me, negative assumptions destroy things because when you overthink, chances are high that you begin to assume things negatively, wrongly. You might think that you are actually saying what the other person wants to say, or you are preempting what somebody might do to you, and at the end of the day, you might just be wrong. Okay, imagine now. Let's look at a practical scenario. Let's have a case of a guy and a lady that's supposed to meet at a particular spot. Maybe they have a hangout or something. And due to one reason or the other, the girl gets there before the guy. And you know one thing about ladies, we don't like to be kept waiting. Me in particular, I don't like to be kept waiting. Like honestly, if there's one thing that I find very annoying, or more or less like my deal breaker. I don't like being kept waiting. So if we say 4, let's meet at 4. If we say 4:30, 4:30 is 4:30. But sometimes I could actually break the time, okay, by some minutes, but it still doesn't count. Okay, so now it becomes very strenuous for me to be waiting for you, still like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and you're nowhere to be found. It can be so disturbing. At that point, I start to overthink, I start to assume things for you, and I'm like, okay, probably this person is not coming again. Maybe he has a better deal, maybe he has gotten someone better. And I'm like, who? And these things might just be wrong. Eventually, the person shows up after an hour, and I'm there burning hot and ready to spill fire. And before you know it, the person comes and says, I'm sorry, did you know that my car broke down and the battery went off and all that? And you'll be able to talk. Okay, so if you have piled up your emotions and you are like, I'm going to let all hell loose today because this guy did not show up at the time he was supposed to show, you discover that it wasn't worth it after all. So overthinking actually destroys a lot of things. And one thing you should know that it can actually make you sad and frustrated, can even make you depressed because trust me, for no tangible reason, you just be getting unnecessarily annoyed, paranoid over things that are not supposed to be. Whereas you can just, if you feel that you are actually overthinking at one point or the other in your relationship, finally just open your mouth and talk. Again, that brings me back to communication. See, like I said, I can't overstress it. I can't overemphasize it. Communication is as important as the air you breathe. So if you do, you realize that they are not real. Yeah. Most of the times when we overthink, we think that this thing is actually real the way it is in my mind. Trust me, your brain cannot decipher what is real and what is not real. Now ask me why. If you watch a romantic movie, for example, in the movie you see them doing some gestures and all that. At a point your mind starts to like play games with you and your emotions are beginning to run wild. When the film is done, did you realize that it was just a movie? But figure it out. Your brain cannot decipher whether it is real or not. All that your brain is processing at that moment is what you are seeing, and your brain starts to, give you this impression that it's actually real. Whereas nobody is kissing in your presence. There is nothing happening in your presence. It is just in a movie, right? If someone is, if they gun someone down in a movie and the person dies on spot, right in that movie, you would shed some tears, right? But after the movie, did you realize that it was just a movie? But while the movie was being played, your brain was just there, trying to make you imagine that this thing was happening in real life, whereas it's not real. That's exactly the way it works. So when you overthink, the next time you're tempted to overthink, figure it out that sometimes it might not just be real. People prefer to assume things rather than communicate. This is also bad. Do not give room for over assumption because trust me, it's going to do more harm than good to your relationship. Yes, I think I'm going to stop right here for this particular content. I think I'm already exceeding my time. and I don't want this video to be extremely long. But trust me, what are other things that you think can affect a relationship negatively? I would like to hear from you guys. Please drop in the comment section down below, and I hope that you remember to give a thumbs up to this video. This video must go viral. Trust me, guys. I am still way behind my schedule. I haven't gotten to half of my desired points, and I would love that you guys give a thumbs up to this video. And also turn on your post notification bell so you get notified every time I post new videos. Until next time, I remain your favorite queen goddess. Bye.